Alright, what's up everyone? I'm here to bring you an update on Ethereum. With Ethereum having passed all-time highs, entering price discovery, I thought I'd run through a bit of TA here and just kind of talk about, update my thoughts on what I see happening for the moment. So if you guys like the sound of that, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads, because we really appreciate it here. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and you get to stay up to date with important time-sensitive technical analysis, because we've been ringing the alarm bells for weeks at this point, and we were saying days before the break above all-time highs that Ethereum was very soon going to break above. And would you look at that, it has. Now we seem to have found perhaps a temporary stop, guys. We're starting to see some bearish candles, so what's going on here? Oh, look at this daily candle, very no bueno. If we look at the past daily candles, every time we have a pump and then a red candle like that, we typically have some kind of correction. So is something like that going to happen now? Well, let's delve into some TA and kind of figure out what's going on here. So let's begin by looking at the daily MACD bullish crossover. Very good to see. Weighted MACD on the way up, stochastic RSI on the way up. Regular RSI, bullish divergence, higher highs, higher lows. Good to see. Okay, so 12-hour, daily looks bullish. Let's take a look at 12. 12 is the same situation, except bearish crossover on the stochastic in the overbought region. So we're starting to see some signs of some weakness, which is reflected in price action. 6-hour looks bearish. Things are starting to tick down. Bearish crossover on the way to MACD. Stochastic bearish crossover on the way down. RSI overbought. Very no bueno. Very bearish. 3-hour bearish crossover from the MACD. Everything's going down. Now, if you go to the 1 hour, what are we seeing? We're starting to see the MACD tick up. RSI bullish crossover. So what are we saying here? Well, the 12, the daily look kind of bullish. Okay, and kind of the mid hours look bearish, because it's probably we're seeing signs of a correction here. But if we're looking at the 1 hour and even like the half hour, we're starting to look bullish. So what are we saying here? Well, like very macro trend. Okay, we're looking bullish. Now we're starting to see some signs that this could be a potential top. But then we're also like zooming into like the very near term. We could be breaking up here. So really, I think what we need to look out for here, folks, is $1,650, because as we can see here, it's been pretty price reactive in the past. When we tried to pump, we got rejected off it, and whenever we corrected and then tried to pump again, we reacted off it as well. And even now, again, we're reacting off it. So I believe that the $1,650 level is kind of the most critical resistance we need to look out for. Ethereum above 1,650 tells me we can tackle 1,700, and Ethereum at 1,700 tells me 2K is just a matter of time. And we've been saying 2K on this channel for a while, and I still think that's going to happen. The question is it going to be a straight line up to 2K, or is it going to be lots of sideways choppy action on the way to 2K? That we don't know. But I do think we're well on our way to 2K. It's just a matter of time, in my most humble of opinions. I mean, we've only just been absolutely killing it on this channel. What would we know? So yeah, look, guys, if we a very clear ascending triangle, we take the height of the ascending triangle, we put it to the breakout point. This is super basic TA. We see, okay, this is theoretically it's something reasonable that can logically happen. $2,000. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, I think we still have $2,000 in our midst here, folks. In our I don't know what the saying is. Anyways, the question is it gonna happen sooner or later? I think 1650 is the most critical support level we need to look out for. In terms of a retracement, I mean, I'd say Ethereum above 1500 still looks good, still looks bullish. If we dip below 1500, I would say, okay, we can enter kind of an extended consolidation. What I mean by extended consolidation, maybe like a few days or something. But Ethereum above 1500 it still looks bullish, like short-term bullish in my opinion. So we got sideways price action here, volume starting to build up just above 1500. So as long as we're still above 1500, I still think Ethereum's like very short-term bullish. We may just experience a little bit of a pullback, but I mean, guys, look, we could actually have more of an extended pullback, because if we look back, we got to see like kind of what the range is that Ethereum does. We pump and then we can dump 30%, right? We can pump and then dump 27%. We can pump and then dump 18%. So, I mean, a 20 to 30% correction from this point is totally reasonable, and could happen, and we could still remain bullish. So, I mean, a dump all the way to like 11,050 could still happen, and we'd still remain bullish. 1150, I'm very glad I actually brought this up because, well, you know, this kind of region is very important, very price reactive. We can see a lot of volume. This is actually like the peak. Out of all this price action here, the most volume was happening just above 12. Just above 1200. So like this is kind of the point of control for Ethereum. So this is kind of like the area of last resort Ethereum could technically drop to, and I would still consider it to be short-term bullish. If we start to break below 1200, I would say then we're no longer short-term bullish at all, and we need to like completely rethink Ethereum's price structure. But we could theoretically fall all the way to 1200 and still remain bullish. So just to kind of summarize it a bit for you guys here, because I'm throwing a lot of numbers out here. I think just above $1,500 will be like critical support for Ethereum. Yeah, I'll say something like that, you know, something like that. Aside from that, I would want to say the breakout point. See, this is tough, folks, because I'd say this whole, I know it's like not, it's a wide range, I know, but there is a lot of sideways price action here, and 1480 was the breakout point previously, so I do want to draw support in this area. If we start to break below this green box here, I think something like the low 1200s, I mean, makes sense. We could probably fall down and retest the lower extremities of this green line here. I think kind of you know, 1200. This, oh, that's not the tool I want. This is the tool I want. Yeah, I think something like that range makes sense as area of last resort. I mean, we could also just fall down and find support here, folks. Like, as well, if we zoom back to the daily. Another thing as well, whenever we pumped and then dumped, we found support 3 times on the 20 EMA on the daily, which lands us right around there. So, you know, these are, I know these are like different, you know, wide ranges, folks, but these I think are the most critical areas of support. And I know I'm talking about like support levels, like, oh, I hope I'm not scaring you guys, because I want to hash out like the theoretical possibility, because there always is downside. And, you know, whenever we see like this candle like that, a move like this, you know, 20 to 30% drop is, you know, somewhat possible. But I still think 20K, even if we get that 30% drop, if we drop to 1200, I still think we're seeing like 2K this month, the month of February. I think it's a very good chance. Obviously, I don't know that for sure. No one knows any of this for sure. Technical analysis is all just a game of probabilities. And I do think it's probable that in the month of February, we still see 2K, even if we fall down here. So, you know, just to kind of, I think, wrap up a bit here, if we continue to see rejection off 1650, I think we're probably likely to go for that next leg down. And personally, because I do think, so let's say you're looking to either, let's just say accumulate for the moment. You want to accumulate Ethereum for the long term. Well, you know, we could correct, what are we looking at right now? How do you know when to get in? Well, we're looking at a potential further correction, but also we broke out of a very macro pattern, and we can expect further pumpage. So what I would do is I would say, hey, okay, I'm going to take the next closest, this is what I would do, I'm not saying this is what you have to do, but what I would do is, okay, I'll take the next closest support region. If we continue to get rejected off 1650, I think we're going for the next leg down. So Ethereum from 1550 to 1480, 1475 is where I would personally be looking to accumulate Ethereum, with the understanding that it's theoretically possible that we can fall further down to these levels, kind of, you know, 1375 to 1350, and kind of area of last resort, 1270 to 1200. If we fall below 1200, very bad news bears. I think we need to rethink Ethereum's entire price structure. So I would accumulate at these regions with the understanding that I think it is likelier than not that in the kind of near future here we see 2000, because again, this is very simple to you guys. Whatever ascending triangle, wedge, descending triangle, you just take the height of it, take it to the breakout point, and that's what that move can do before it like sees resistance. And obviously it's not the only factor to consider. There's a bunch of other factors. Again, I trying to understand what Ethereum and the altcoins can do. Something helpful to always look at is the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's kind of a good gauge for the altcoins. It's kind of a good gauge to get a feel for what they can do. Whenever you see Bitcoin dominance rising, that should tell you, oh, hey, this is like there's a damper on the altcoin market right now. But whenever you see Bitcoin dominance falling, that should tell you, oh, okay, hey, the altcoins are really popping off right now. So it's a very good gauge of the altcoin market, Bitcoin dominance. For those who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is the total value of Bitcoin in comparison to the total value of all cryptocurrency. It's BTC.D on TradingView. So yeah, guys, you know what? Another thing you guys can also do is if you have TradingView, I think even with the free version, you can create an alarm. So like, let's say you were looking to accumulate, right? Let's say you were looking to accumulate Ethereum at 1550. So you can even just set an alarm here, put it for 1550. And then, once it hits, you can, dollar cost average your way in. And that's kind of the approach I would take. In my opinion, folks, let's say I wanted to accumulate $1,000 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum. I would wait to see when it falls in this level, maybe buy $300 worth, see if it falls here, maybe buy another $300 worth, see if it falls here, maybe buy another $300 worth. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. We'll fall down to these levels. I think Ethereum's looking more bullish than not. I think we're just kind of having, a temporary cool off. But we'll see what happens, folks. So if anything further happens, just to kind of wrap up here, if we break 1650, I think we can go to 1700. If Ethereum breaks 1700, like it's 20K, it's sooner rather than later, folks. It's highly probable, in my opinion. So, guys, if anything interesting happens with Ethereum, we'll definitely be talking about it on this channel. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out our Discord group. Link for that will be down in the description below. They get all the setups we're looking at, all the interesting ones anyways. And yeah, check it out. There's a bunch of interesting resources. We post like important crypto news articles there. So check that out. Link down in the description. If you want to trade these markets, we highly encourage you to check out bybit. I really do mean it, guys. Like, we've had a hell of a time trying to trade with some other exchanges. I've had personally the woes and the struggles we've had with other exchanges is Bybit is by far the most user-friendly exchange for trading. I can't recommend it enough. But leverage trading is extremely risky. Do not be very careful with leverage trading, folks, especially if you're a new person. If you're a new person, you shouldn't be touching leverage at all. For experienced traders only. Don't invest or trade anything you're not willing to lose. So yeah, check that out, link down in the description. And if you guys want to check out a platform that we use to help inform our research and our thought process here in this channel, check out Token Metrics. Link for that down in the description below. It's an AI-powered price predictions and portfolio suggestions platform. They have like a paid trial. It's like 1 week for $10 or something like that. Check it out, folks. Link down in the description below. Thanks for watching and take care.